And welcome back. Picking up where we left off last time in Factorio, where our ship here is waiting for the last couple of deliveries. We got basically 2 shipments of logistics, or inserters to go up, 1 shipment of turrets, and then we'll ship ourselves up with the engine so we can get going. So I suppose in addition to that, we should start grabbing stuff we want to take with us. I am going to go to the ice planet first. Well, the lightning planet, the one with the lightning, that gets us a recycler. So let's bring along the stuff we need to make a recycler. Steel, gear wheels, blue processing units, and some concrete. Okay. As well as we probably want to bring along the stuff to build... Well, we might as well build a few lightning rods before we go. Stack size 50. Okay, so let's try to make 50 of those before we head off. Okay, the biggest thing we're missing is... copper. No, I'm missing a bunch of bricks. Where's the bricks? The one I'm sitting on right now, except farther up, I think. There we go. Oh, and I have to be on the planet to craft it. Okay, so I need to bring bricks. I need to bring some bricks to do it. Yeah. And copper, because I'm not going to bring copper cable. Yep, cable takes all the space. And some steel. We got some steel. Okay. And the other thing we want to work on, making sure we bring with us stuff to make the cyclers. Steel, so we want to bring more steel. We want to bring some gear wheels and some blue circuits. So we'll quickly grab an extra stack of steel. A couple stacks of gears. Blue circuit. What was the other one? The reason I'm doing what I'm doing is I'm looking for a recipe we haven't unlocked yet. Normally I look in my inventory, which is a little faster than trying to look at the tech tree. Concrete. Okay, so I need to make sure I'm bringing along some concrete. Interesting. So I have... To be fair, there should be a logistics box trying to bring me some electric power poles right now, I'm guessing. The large one should be in the network. Unless I forgot about them when I was making everything else. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to carry. We got some purples and stuff we probably don't need to bring with us. But that'll be fine, I think. Okay, so I got some efficiency module 2s on me. What do I want to shove it into? Probably just shove it into a storage chest and then have the logistic robot take it. come down to my stockpile and see the stockpile's full, because of course the stockpile's full. I haven't been doing any the proper stuff to unload most of it. And I don't think the bot necessarily pulls from passive providers preferentially. So that results in situations like my storage chests there, which are full because we've been pulling in such a way that they're not prioritized to be taken from. Okay, so what is the state of Bob Fizzy? One shipment of turrets and then us, and we should be good to go. So if you're watching on YouTube or watching on Twitch, we should, well I should, for the first time, actually be going into space to go to a different planet this stream, and probably this episode, because I don't think it's going to take 25 minutes for the launcher to be ready for a second launch. Okay, one thing I'm going to change as we're leaving, I'm going to up the buffer for accumulators and the buffer for solar panels, so that when I come back in and do large fields of please build me more solar panels, that it finds itself far more capable of doing that. Okay, so the next thing I'm checking is to make sure that I did small and medium, and I've put in a inventory request for big. That's why no big are coming to me, because I've requested it to bring things that I can't get from the network. Get medium from the network, so give me some mediums. And yeah, we got the robots still expanding the solar panel network. Okay, so one of the things I'm thinking about doing right now while we're just waiting for the launch to happen is... probably can't be in that type of building. It probably needs to be centrifuge. Wondering why it's not showing up in the list. Nuclear fuel reprocessing, yeah. Okay, and I'm pretty sure we don't have one of those in the network. So can I make one of those really quickly before we go off planet? Need a bunch of red for that. That's not too bad. That one's spinning green, to be fair, so let's go get rid of my pile of green. I can get some green as we replace the red. There we go. Should probably be enough. At least enough to make the centrifuge. Which takes a lot of red. Okay, then I can run down and just toss this in the network, and it will be delivered for me. By the magic of logistic robots and construction robots, things get to where I want them to be. I'm not bringing any... Well, I'm bringing a few construction robots with me. That's what it says. I'm not bringing any robots with me, but I'm bringing construction. I'm not bringing logistics. So we'll see how things go when we get where we're going. I may regret doing what I'm doing, but we'll see. It's backed up. That was predictable. Okay, so we drop those in. That should provide a little bit more buffer and maybe get some of this running a little faster. Okay, we need longer undergrounds. We're gonna use a red here. Maybe not optimal from a material standpoint. There's probably a better way to route it to minimize transfer. Here we go. So that'll work as soon as the bots deliver all the bits. How's the bulb fizzle? Okay, the bulb fizzle is waiting for us. And apparently waiting for ammo. We got an ammo shortage up here. It might be a bit unsafe to head off as is. Let's... this is something I can do... Suppose I can say, hey, go ahead and try to grab before we set off. How many rockets is that going to be? Oh, it's half a stack. No, I'm going to be better off bringing a rocket and bringing up bullets with me. Yeah, we can just bring up a full couple vials of bullets. There we go. So, hopefully, that's enough bullets. The wrong sort of bullets, so it might not be necessarily optimal for distribution to the turrets, but short term it will work. Ah, so they've been smart. You can't travel space with items in inventory. Trash huts or ammo slots. Only armor and guns is allowed. Okay, so how do I want to work getting my stuff up to the bulb fizzle? Okay, so we're gonna have to launch a couple manual launches is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna turn the automatic request off because it's gonna be shooting up things that I don't want it requesting from the network. So we're gonna send the engine up, obviously. Send him a bunch of laser turrets. So one thing I think we're gonna do differently, the backside, is I'm gonna put a couple laser turrets to guard the backside. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send up some speed modules to speed up the ammo production. And what are we going to want when we get there? We're going to want some power poles. We send up some more power poles. Okay, about to have another launch ready. So the speed module's up there. I'll be able to accelerate the speed of the assembly machines, which will get his bullets faster. Yeah, let's see if I can just send... We're gonna have to run a lot lighter than I was planning, because I'm not gonna wait for all this equipment to arrive in space. Needless to say, this also means I need to build a bunch of chests to store all the junk I'm leaving behind. At least ship a stack of steel at once. Oh, I can ship 4 stacks of steel. Okay. Certain things go up in real large quantities. Just the bullets. No on the bullets. Okay. Same time, I don't necessarily think we necessarily have infinite capacity to store stuff up here. Like, that's its capacity, so I'm going to run into the fun thing of I'm not going to put everything in the launch capacity. Oh, I need to turn the... Sorry, robots. Don't want this stuff anymore. Don't bring it to me. Okay, empty inventory except for my pistol and my assault rifle and my armor. Some of this we're still going to want to have to ship. So we are going to want some basic stuff when we get there. Like, we're probably going to want... Well, I think we've got enough power poles up there. Let me double check if we got any power poles up there. Yeah, we got a bunch of medium poles up there. That'll be fine. We're going to want some stone brick. Let's say 2 stacks of stone brick, a couple stacks of iron, a couple stacks of... Stack of iron, a couple stacks of copper, stack of steel, a couple stacks of concrete. We got stacks of gears, so we'll send stacks of gears. Those are pretty small in perspective of the launch capacity. Pipes and undergrounds, not really. Oh, I do want to take some assembling machines. Send up a... Well, I think we already have a batch of 3s up there, maybe? Yeah, we basically got a whole batch of 3s up there. A whole batch of 3s is good enough. Make do with just a batch of 3s. So the more experienced of you who know that I wasn't able to launch with all the stuff in my inventory were probably wondering, like, how are you planning on leaving with all that stuff in your inventory? And the answer is, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I am a blunt instrument sometimes when it comes to designing things. Okay. Might be able to get the rest of this on one ship. The concrete's what's slowing me down. Okay, we'll be able to get everything except for the concrete on the next shipment. And we'll ship whatever fits amongst the remainder of the concrete. Might not bother with all the concrete. Iron plate, then the concrete. So that's ready to go. If we need more concrete later, we can request the ships fly back over here and pick stuff up. Which reminds me... Okay. So we sent up speed modules. Aha! That's bad, it's not working. Figure out what the hotkeys are to speed things up. Okay, not ideal, but it's up there. So it's delivered, they're running faster. course, only sent 9 up. And apparently, actually, our limit on those is our smelting capacity. So we'll speed the smelting capacity up the most. Okay, so that's one thing I can do, is I can fly up, or I can send up a bunch of steel up. What do we have in the network? Is it better to steal? To steal out of the network? No, I did a decent job of purging the steel. I've got or the iron. I'm just not doing a very good job of getting the ore out of the network. That's what's taking up all the inventory space. Okay, so in a moment this will be launchable, then I'll send up another shipment of iron. And then I'll go up there and we'll just manually sort out a bunch of bullets. Slow the bullet production. Suppose if there's the cargo capacity, I can ship up ore as well. Don't think ore is the limiting factor, though. Yeah, I don't think ore is the limiting factor on our factory. So yeah, right now we're waiting for bullets to be distributed to the majority of the turrets. Because if we don't have enough bullets, then well, if we don't have turrets on the front end, armed turrets on the front end, we're going to have a firepower issue. Very rapidly. I don't know if I can write it up with... Well, I obviously can't write it up when the rocket isn't ready. Don't know if I can write it up with a cargo as well. That would speed it up a little bit if I could just go up there. Okay, this will be a little unnecessary, I think, long term, but short term, this is going to be a good way to accelerate production. I ruined the symmetry there a little bit. I should have shoved the right one a little bit to the right. This will provide us with more iron by pulling the iron that we're taking from the space platform to make ammo faster. What I at least want to do before we set off is get the front-facing guns loaded. Otherwise, we're not necessarily going to have enough firepower to make it through. Yeah, so we're furnace limited here. Do I have any 2s in the network? I think the answer is no. Don't think I have any speed 2s. I could probably go scavenge them from something. But I'm also not sure necessarily how much of a difference they'd make. Oops, I don't want to do that. Relay that order. We want you to be delivering those. Okay, can't productivity module those. Can productivity module the circuits going into them. Okay, we'll let it do that stuff. Let's go up, look at the bulb fizzle. Can I write it? Okay, if it's got cargo, it's not gonna let me write it. Yeah, I'm... Can't travel space with items in inventory, trash, or ammo slots. So it should be good. I think it's because I have cargo in the ship, so let's launch the cargo. And once the next ship is ready, we'll see if we can write it up. So I probably, assuming they mostly come from the front, I probably have enough firepower armed now that we could start going. But I'd like to see it at least get out to this one and this one. Which means we're about half ready. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be in space for the end of the episode, but we might not be quite ready to hit the accelerator. Or maybe it might be worth trying to hit the accelerator to see what the damage threat situation is. Maybe it is safe to travel the amount of bolts I've got prepped. But yeah, we got one engine. I think the one problem with maybe hitting the accelerator is if we're not ready to go, then we're not going to be next to the planet anymore, which will be a problem. Yeah, so we've increased the throughput semi-significantly by shipping up that iron and letting the iron be used for the ammunition production. Worst case scenario we can set up when we get where we're going was we can try to jury rig a way to ship iron down if we really need iron on site. And that wouldn't have been... That wouldn't be too hard. That'd be pretty easy to do. We can put an underground here and underground here and grab off this belt and this belt to feed into the platform to ship down to the planet. Can't travel to space with items in your inventory, trash slots, ammo slots. Oh, the ammo needs to be empty. I have to leave the ammo behind. See if I can actually read. Now it'll let me travel. And to space we go. Space age, we're finally, personally going to space. Am I allowed to get out? No, looks like I'm not. Okay, so I'm up here. That's our destination. So I can drop myself off, but I'd kind of hoping we'd be able to walk around a space platform. Apparently we don't appreciate walking around in 0G. Okay, I think I have enough that it is time to go. Okay, we're going. Engine's running. Our one engine is running. I think technically we don't have enough fuel production to run the engine full speed. So what we're gonna probably find the thruster starts running low on fuel after a couple seconds of depleting the reserve and the lines. I haven't really run into any asteroids yet. We basically hit our cruising speed with adequate fuel to power the engine. Apparently is about 56 kilometers. And apparently this trip is not... Okay, there is the occasional asteroid. It's apparently not too threatening at the moment. And we are slowing down, because the engine is being throttled by our capacity to input fuel. Which is about half of what the engine wants. Okay, we have hit a situation where some of the turrets have run out of... one of the turrets has run out of ammo. Looks like it's mostly a front-facing issue, at least on this travel. Okay, we're going at our own production speed of iron at this point. Not using any of the iron from the planet we took off from. Almost feels like we're getting more thrust for some reason. Mining trajectory is still going. Okay, I might want to hit the turn the engine off button. Where is that button? Pause thrust for the moment. The front-facing cannons are running a little low on ammo. We've depleted the full front row. So we should probably grind a little bit slower through to our destination. And we can see the greater input that we're getting, that we're actively pushing into larger asteroids, getting ejected off the back end, because we don't have the processing capacity for it. Okay, apparently we're coasting at 10 kilometers a second, so hopefully we got enough production that with that level of coast, we're not in immediate danger. Yeah, we're coasting. At least at coast speeds, we're not apparently in a major danger. As it looks like the number of asteroids have died down. I don't know how far out... Let's look at the space map. Don't know how far out necessarily Fulgora is. Energy uses blah blah blah. Yeah, so I didn't look at see how big the trip was, but we're traveling. Oh, and as we're getting closer and closer to it, we're apparently running into greater and greater power problems, because apparently I didn't shove enough solar panels on the system. To operate my many inserters. Oh, the laser turrets on the back end aren't necessarily helping in this situation either. They're slurping all the power. Okay, so that was the problem, is we don't have enough to operate those laser turrets. That makes sense. I think we're most of the way there. I'm actually tempted to throw caution to the wind and throw the accelerator on to get us there a little quicker. Understanding that means we'll maybe have some collisions with the ship. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to make it the rest of the way. Fairly safely. Whether or not this will be safe in orbit now that we're here is a different problem. One that we're going to find out the hard way, because I'm going to drop to the planet and leave the ship to its devices. Hopefully, if we want to go back, it'll still be up there at some point. Okay. So we landed conveniently next to a lightning attractor. Project a small area from the lightning. And based on the time in the episode, I think this is a good place to put the part break. The next one, we'll be learning how to work on the new planet now that we're here. So until next time, I wish you all good luck, a good time, and bye for now.